Pew pew
What's
pew.
what's up, guys? Welcome back to Trooper
Hello,
Archives.
hello, guys. Welcome back to Trooper Archives, where we always stay on target. Hi, I'm Ace,
That
and
is
I
true.
was once the master.
I am Gabe. Now I am the master. This is our 11th episode.
11th.
1
What?
1 11th. We're almost at the end of this season. It
Oh
has been
wow.
a journey, with you, Ace, and our early, subscribers, as we say it. But yeah, so
Amazing for us to even imagine that we have 10 episodes before this one. Don't forget to check those out, guys. So, for those of you who are just starting to just tune into Trooper Archives, check out our other episodes and our shorts, Star Wars shorts, and our reaction videos to Andor series, and also our Bad Batch reaction video to the trailer.
that's true.
Yeah.
It's true. And by this time, our breakdowns for the Andor episodes have been released. So go check them out as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, you can also listen to this podcast in Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, and the other platforms you can see on screen. Or if you prefer watching us, for those who are listening in those platforms right now, you could watch us in YouTube. Just search Trooper Archives and hit that subscribe button so that you wouldn't miss any content that we release. So, yeah. So, Ace, for this day.
Last episode.
Nope, this day in Star Wars first.
Oh my god, my favorite segment. This day in Star Wars. Go ahead.
All right, so this day in Star Wars in October 6, 1977, Star Wars opens for the first time in Puerto Rico. Let's go. I like the poster. La Guerra de las Galaxias.
Buenos dias, Puerto Rico.
Yeah, let's go. So yeah, so we talked about how the original Star Wars did not had a global premiere, an
Yeah,
international
that's right.
premiere. It had to just air, or they showed it in some cinemas and then eventually picked it up as soon as they found out that it's good. More than good, actually. It's the best.
It caught on.
And
It caught on everywhere.
that's true. That's true. And then for the last one in 2009, the game Star Wars: The Clone Wars: Republic of Heroes is released. I actually played this game. It's kind of good. If you're a fan of the Star Wars: The Clone Wars animated series, you would love this game. Unfortunately, they decanonized this game, so it's no longer canon. Yeah. This
Oh, okay.
particular game, this we have the series. It kind of gets messy when it comes to the
I
game
don't think it's a
and
big
the
loss.
series.
Yeah, I don't think it's
Yeah,
a big loss
fine.
for a game to be decanonized. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Anyways, that's it for on this day in Star Wars. Ace, what do you got for us?
Oh yeah.
Do a recap.
So last episode we talked a little about the preparations in Yavin 4. We talked about the tiny argument between Han Solo and Luke Skywalker.
Yeah,
I guess it's what you're best at. And just the general dialogues before everybody goes off to space battle against
That is
a
true.
super space station of the evil kind. So yeah,
Yeah.
so that was our last episode.
Oh, okay. So for today's episode, we're gonna talk about. So we ended with they launched all the fighters. They were about to go to the Death Star. The Death Star actually arrived in the system. All right, because they had a tracker on the Millennium
Right.
Falcon, and so it's about to go down. Shit's about to go down. So
it's on. It's
it's
on now.
on. It's on like to the break of
Let's
dawn.
go.
Uh, so squadrons fall in for this first shot. So you told me last episode that they added most of the scenes.
Yes, yes. So for this one, the when the X wings and the Y wings were coming in around Yavin towards the Death Star, I distinctly remember the stop motion version of this entrance of the X-wings. It's super clean now, and I like the new version now with the CG. You could clearly see R2, but I remember that there were fewer X-wings.
Yeah.
I don't even remember seeing a Y-wing in this particular transition. Yeah, but the improvements in CG and special effects have greatly improved this scene and the entrance of the X-wings. I absolutely love this scene because it's the start of my favorite part of the whole movie, which is the dogfight in space. This is my favorite part of A New Hope.
That's true. That's true. So, there's two squadrons in this scene. We got Red Squadron, all right, and Gold Squadron. So, we got a whole bunch of Red Squadron, and Red Squadron is a very famous fighter squadron within the rebellion at the time. And we don't know much of the fight, the pilots that fought in this fight within Red Squadron, but we do know some. So for Red 3, we got Biggs, Dark Lighter, Luke's best buddy,
Luke's buddy, yeah.
from Tatooine. And we got Porkins as Red 6.
Porkins.
And then we got Wedge Antilles for Red 2. All right. As I said in previous episodes, Wedge, if you don't know, is a former Imperial pilot that defected to the Rebel Alliance in a few years before the Battle of Yavin. It was shown in the series Star Wars: The Rebels. And of course, we got Red Leader. Of course, our Red Leader. This is Gold Leader. So we got that iconic man who's the commander of Red Squadron, and of course, our favorite guy, Red 5, who is Luke Skywalker. Fun fact: Red 5 was who died like a few moments ago in a future movie that we're gonna talk about in Star Wars. The Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
That's right. Yeah,
Rogue One, yeah. So Luke immediately replaces the original Red 5, and everything is history. And then we also got Gold Squadron. Do you remember how many members? I believe there were only 3 Y-wings in the whole.
Yes, that's what I remember. I
Force?
remember just three of the Gold Squadron.
Yeah.
I don't remember any more Y-wings, seeing more Y-wings. By the way, I last episode I mentioned that there are Y-wing. I've seen a Y-wing toy, and I played with a Y-wing toy. Absolutely thought it was the ugliest thing, and seeing in the procession of X-wing and Y-wings with one full detailed CG Y-wing, it doesn't improve it. It's garbage. It's like it's more trash than the Millennium Falcon.
What a piece of junk. Anyways, yeah.
Oh, can you tell me more about the 3 guys in Gold Squadron? Do we have info on them?
I never did actually. What I do know, they appeared in the Battle of Scarif as well. Gold Squadron was there.
They're the same pilot.
Yeah, they're the same pilots. They survived the attack in Scarif.
What about hierarchy? Is the Gold Squadron like a higher rank than the Red Squadron, or are they just? Like,
I don't think so. It's just 2 different type of fighters, and with 2 different strategies. That's why they're like so Gold Squadron is more of the bomber types, because like that's the bombers. So if you don't know, for those who don't know, the Y-wings were once the Republic bombers, that were salvaged by the rebellion. They were destroying each and every fighter and ship in that era, in the Clone Wars era. And then a handful of rebel cells actually recovered some. So as you can see, the Y-wing is pretty ugly now, but the Y-wing was actually in the Republic era, it was beautiful as fuck, as I can say. It had
Oh.
as you can see,
Covers and like
there's
like,
covers.
like Naboo style
Not
platings,
Naboo style. Naboo style is like more chromish
Yeah.
type of, yeah, but like it's more of it has a finish to it, and it was
Okay.
painted mostly yellow, yeah, yellow and white
Okay,
for
okay.
the bombers. So as you can see, there's like a little bit of yellow still in there in the Y wing, a little bit, yeah.
I appreciate them more now knowing that it's more like a salvage type of
It is. I
like,
mean,
bomber.
the rebellion doesn't really have any, the banking
Yeah.
clan does not support. I mean, there's no banking clan in the empire, as
Right.
the emperor has solidified the banking clans and everything in the empire itself. You don't need a trade federation, you can do it.
Okay.
So going back to the Y-wings, the Y-wings were in a sense, for Gold Squadron, they had more shields and they had less firepower. Less mobility. So they're not that fast compared to TIE fighters, TIE interceptors, and X-wings. But they do have shields. They have pretty good shields. Supposedly in the Republic era, the Y-wings had two manned fighters, so it's like the Rebel speeder in Episode 5, where there's a pilot at the back for the Y-wings. But they removed that at the end of the Clone Wars era. So hence there's
Replacing them
one
with R2
each.
units. So it's
Yeah,
just
but
the
they-
R2 units now.
Yeah, the R2 units. Yeah, I do actually have two Y-wing figures. It's downstairs. Yeah.
You're gonna have to show that here in the pods soon enough.
Yeah, of course. We're gonna show it in a special episode soon. And then going back to the X-wings, the X-wings were multi-purpose fighters, and that's why, hence, we got a lot of them. We got a lot of them in that battle, in the Battle of Yavin, led by Red Leader. So, I have a question for you. So, before we go to the other topic, just a thought. We got multiple X-wings and three Y-wings, right? So who was supposed to do the trench runs? The Y-wings or the X-wings? I'm kind of like torn. I mean, I know in reality, if you're a commander, you would want the Y-wings to do it. But then again, why just bring three? Are you that certain that that you're gonna do it, even if it's just like a 2-meter shaft?
If we're gonna base it on the meeting that they had, in preparation for the battle, I think they were fairly. I think they did not expect that effectivity of the TIE fighters. So I think they were banking on you mentioned the shield capability of the Y-wings.
Yeah,
And
probably.
they were just supposed to. I guess they were just supposed to go in, use the photon torpedo, and then just get out and Bob's your uncle. But I guess when they just put in, I guess it's kind of stupid to have just like one squadron, one Gold Squadron or one Y-wing squadron, considering the security that they have around the Death Star. Considering it's a space station, and they have limited
big as a
knowledge
planet.
about it. Yeah. So, it kind of makes sense for me. It makes sense for the Y-wings to have the go first, since they have the better, more robust shield. But you're right. It doesn't make sense for them to have just one squadron for Y-wings.
So like they could have at least had like two more, at least 6 or 9 Y-wings,
Yeah.
probably just to
Or maybe
continue to bombard
yeah,
like
or maybe
multiple
have like a
times
combination.
simultaneously.
Yeah, or maybe like a combination. You have one Y wing who's just gonna go for a goal, and have like two X wings or two or three X wings to be the
Yeah,
agile guards, right?
I don't see the sense. Well, we'll get to that a little bit later. But there's
Okay.
another comment that I want to put. I understand why there are only like a few fighters that were deployed for this very sensitive and critical mission for the rebellion. Because there's like only like they don't span in the numbers of more than 20 fighters, including the Y wings and the X wings. But in Rogue One, which happens just a few moments ago, probably just weeks
Oh,
or a
right.
month ago, they had a whole fleet. Like
Yeah.
they caught the Empire by surprise with this with a lot of fighters and stuff, and then you only
It
send
was.
like
It
less
was.
than
It was.
20
It
fighters.
was as much as. It was as much as almost as much as the Return of the Jedi, fleet that came in, right?
Oh
Or
yeah, definitely, definitely.
yeah. You're right.
But less
Yeah.
capital
Good
ships
point.
though. Um, okay, I understand the reasoning why there's only like a few fighters. Because they sustained a lot of losses with the Battle of Scarif. But
Ah.
then again, why is there only like too few TIE fighters for the first Death Star? And for the second Death Star, like for the scene wherein the Millennium Falcon just like, and then like the TIE fighters like just scattering around
Everywhere.
like ants
Like flies.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everywhere. That's right. That's a
And
good point.
take note, the Death Star, the Empire had hundreds of thousands of Imperial Star Destroyers. Why
Oh.
did the Death Star in the first place go
Ah.
to Yavin without at least a fleet escort?
That's
You
a
know,
good
maybe
point.
they were too arrogant that it could do the job well.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
I don't know, but it doesn't explain. You know, in lore, I kind of get it. Maybe they only had like a limited time or limited capability to do a limited number of models for the TIE fighters for that scene. But like as you can see in the, if you can remember, when the TIE fighters went out, because it was too, the fighters were too quick for the turbo lasers of the Death Star.
That's right.
There were like only like 7 of them, 8, 9.
Yeah, it was not much. Not like it
Not
wasn't
much.
even one for one. Like they were banking on like I think they were banking on a futile effort from the rebellion. Like whatever you throw at us, it's not gonna dent this Death Star. I think it's so we're gonna touch on that in the next episode, I think. But what I'm trying to say is that again, no respect for one man pilot fighters, right?
Yeah, true, true. And maybe they did underestimate the rebellion with only like a handful of fighters sent from Yavin 4. No capital ships, no cruisers or anything like that.
I mean, if you've successfully destroyed a planet, like
Yeah, true. Yeah, the
you're
momentum is
probably
there.
you're thinking of yourself as God right now.
Yeah,
So
true, true. You're kind of playing
X
God.
wings, X wings.
I think that's what Tarkin is thinking about. Like, I'm the most powerful man in the galaxy, or in this sector right now. I've got a power to destroy an entire planet. Anyways, so we got our first casualty, who is Red Six. Parkins, pull up, pull up. And
Oh,
then
I
he's
can
just-
get, I can handle it. I don't worry about me. I'm not injecting. I can.
Oh, I got burns. Burns.
Oh.
Anyway, so the arrogance and
Porkins.
Porkins. You know, that just gives out the premise that the rebellion doesn't really have a military structure that is an actual military. You get what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I think we've established this back in the previous episode where Red Leader was like, so you're a pilot, and then Biggs was like, yeah, he's the best bush pilot in my desert.
yeah, that's true.
Fine by me. Yeah, he's good enough.
Fine by me. Good luck.
It was just,
But yeah, so
they were just lucky that Luke was actually like a really good pilot.
yeah. But yeah, so also Anakin in episode 1.
That's it. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah, with the pod race.
So Obi-Wan continues to speak to Luke, but then again, Luke
Right.
just like, I don't know. I don't think he still accepts that Obi-Wan is actually the Obi-Wan that's speaking to him.
I think he's starting to realize that it could be a thing that he could use, or like starting to believe, but he's not all in yet. Like he's not there yet in the like trusting his feelings stage.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
He's still kind of like, his toes are still like that farm boy, and he's still rising to become who he is meant to be, right? So he's not fully transformed yet, maybe.
Yeah. I have some things that I want to say, but I think it's better for the next episode when we get to that trust your
Yeah.
feelings part.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. We'll get to that to the next episode. But all right, so Luke kind of gets a lot of flack from the TIE fighters. He actually destroys one, if I can remember. And so he gets into trouble. He's shot, and then one thing I want to put is that I didn't know at this time that astromech droids, or at least R2 specifically, can fix a moving ship in a space battle.
Well, so this is the first Star Wars movie I ever saw, and so when R2 started like the repairs, at this point, for me they were just like, oh, that's what they're there for. I
that's
thought
true.
they were just gonna. I thought they were gonna be the gunners or the target, like the targeting aid or targeting system for the X-wing. Oh, they're there to like talk with the X-wing and communicate any things that need to be adjusted or anything. So
That's true. That's true.
So that's pretty
I mean,
cool. Pretty handy.
That's pretty cool, actually. Even imagine if you had an astromech in your car. Hey, you have your right front tires deflating slowly, and then you'd know.
Yeah.
Let me pump it up for you. All good.
Yeah.
And the astromech farts into the tire.
You have 2 French fries below your seat.
But yeah, so it was pretty handy. So anyways, so Wedge saves the day, saves our hero Luke.
Oh yeah, saves Luke's
you can
ass.
He was actually looking for Biggs, and Biggs was nowhere to be found. And Wedge was like, "Okay, I got you, Luke."
That's right. Like his first reaction was, "Biggs, where the hell are you? You're supposed to be watching my tail."
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But then again, Wedge saves the day. Just proves that he's a pilot to be reckoned with. I mean, he did went to the Imperial Academy. Same as Biggs.
Yeah.
But I think Wedge was like not one of the first, but he's kind of like, he went ahead of Biggs inside the Imperial Academy.
I had high expectations for Wedge, because I think Wedge is a cool name, especially even in this world. And watching this this movie, it was also around the time that I first watched Top Gun, the original Top Gun.
Yeah.
And they all had nicknames. There was Maverick, Merlin, Goose, Iceman, and you can stick Wedge in there, like Wedge. Okay, he's probably a funny guy, but he's probably a funny guy who pranks people with wedgies or whatever, but he'll still be a cool pilot. So I had high expectations for Wedge in this battle.
Yeah, true. Fun fact: the actor that played or portrayed Wedge is the uncle of Ewan McGregor.
Whoa! Really?
Yep.
Amazing.
Yep.
Like the brother of his dad or his mom? That's amazing.
Probably, yeah, uncle, yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
pretty cool. So, So after that, Gold Squadron starts their approach. All right, Red Leader, we're gonna start our approach. So, so we go back to the Death Star. So Yavin 4 is targeted. So at the start of the battle, for those who don't know, they only had 15 minutes to do it. So limited fighters, unexpectedly, they don't know what to expect, how many fighters they're gonna fight. if the plan is actually gonna work, and they got 15 minutes for their base to not blow up. So the pressure is there. The pressure is there, and but you got the son of the chosen one with you, so.
But you also have the chosen one against you.
And then again, the chosen one is on the other side. This deal is getting worse every time. Too early for that, but I wanted to drop that. We only had 15 minutes, and by the time that Gold Squadron starts their approach, it already took them 10 minutes. 10
That's
minutes. All right, so they only have 5 minutes left. So and then Darth Vader appears.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. With 5 minutes remaining.
Gangsta on these Y-wings.
What you doing in my base?
This is my base.
All right. I like how he just happens to have 2 pilots on standby. All right, we're gonna do a drive-by. We're gonna do a drive-by. So
I think
a couple of fighters broke off the group.
I think it makes sense for him that okay, so I think he was watching it, right? Like he was watching it before he entered the battle. And he was like, okay, they're not as organized as I thought. I can pick off some of these guys, and then that's why he entered into the fray, right?
That's true. That's true. And I think, I mean, the Empire already had like expectation when it comes to the rebellion, because they have been fighting for quite some time, and the expectations that they are unorganized. But then again, there's this thought that this is the main rebel base, so the main rebel base contains the best fighters.
Oh, okay. So they were expecting the cream of the crop here.
Probably, yeah. But then again, probably they got disappointed with just 2 squadrons and 1 squadron who's like 3 fighters. With Gold Squadron. But okay, so Darth Vader shows his pilot skills, his pilot abilities, shoots a couple of fighters out of the way. And actually, fun fact, Darth Vader, did you ever think that it was cool that Darth Vader actually had his own design of the TIE fighter?
Oh yeah. Okay, so this was a big thing when we were kids. Okay, so yeah, it's a good thing you pointed this out. His own TIE fighter was like, for when we were drawing it, like when we would do drawings of the scene, we would always make Darth Vader's TIE fighter bigger than it actually was as compared to other TIE fighters, just because we thought that this was the baddest looking TIE fighter that we've ever seen. And I mean, like, it was so daunting when you see it approach behind the Y-wings. Like, you guys are gonna get cooked because Darth Vader did this.
True. Yeah, true. So it was actually an advanced TIE fighter that he had. So I don't know the difference between. I did not really research about TIE fighters per se, especially the advanced TIE, what its additional capabilities are compared to the normal TIE fighter. But then again, maybe it's faster, better targeting computer, I guess. Fits Vader.
More cup holders and
cup holders, and
there's a lightsaber glove box that he could put it in,
and an extra oxygen tank,
extra coolant for just so he's not so sweaty under his suit. Yeah,
that's true. That's true. Probably a lot of comfort in that TIE fighter. But all right, so I actually have that ship. It's one of the. All right. Funny thing. The advanced TIE of Darth Vader, I had that before I even had the normal TIE fighter.
Understandable. I respect that.
I just saw it in a shop. It's already loose. It doesn't have the packaging anymore. It's an old model. And when I saw it in the shop, it was like, I want that one. I want that one. No, not that one.
Good choice.
Good choice. Well, actually, the other choices were actually good as well, like Slave One, Mace Windu Starfighter, and whatnot. But okay, I still wanted the Darth Vader.
Has to be that one. Has to be that one.
That's true. Has to be.
Good choice.
So yeah, I'm gonna probably show that off as well in a future special episode. It's kind of cool. It's downstairs as well. So all right, so Gold Squadron, all right, starts their approach. I'm just weirded out. They already have like the targeting computer, but one of the pilots, I don't remember if it's Gold Leader or one of the two Y-wing
Mhm.
fighters, fighter pilots that was with him. They were like doing like this. I can't see it, but like the targeting computer is right here. Man, that's not the way to do it. All right, you don't have supervision or whatever. I can't see it. It's too small. Of course, dumbass, you don't see it. That's why there's a targeting computer. And then Gold Leader like stay on target, and then
Stay on
Darth
target.
Vader just like does a
Lights 'em
drive
up.
by, lights him up. Gold Squadron. I think one Gold Squadron. I
Or
mean,
like
a Y-wing
Dawn
fighter.
Squadron.
Gone Squadron. Hello. Gone Squadron's gone.
Come in.
But yeah,
Come in, Gun Squadron. Come in.
Gone Squadron. Why are you not in your post? Gone Squadron. Do you copy? Anyways, it's funny, but they get Darth Vader just decimates Gold Squadron like it's like a fly in your living room or
All too
whatever.
easy.
All too easy for the chosen one.
Yeah.
But so I think that scene, they didn't have a choice. Red Leader had to. All right, Red Squadron. This is Red Leader. I mean, when he was saying that, he was like kind of. If I was Red Leader, I'd be anxious and like I'd be scared. I'd be nervous overall.
I think they have a mission, and then they know the risks of the mission. So I think they were just like, oh well, Gold Squadron's dead. It's up to us. I think
That's true.
I have a question.
Go.
Just going
Go ahead.
back to Darth Vader. At any point in the movie, especially in the scene where Obi-Wan meets Luke in his home, was there like a reference to Anakin's or Darth Vader's piloting skills? Did they say that he was a good pilot, like a star pilot? I don't really remember right now. Just now,
Not Darth Vader. Anakin. Your father is the best
Okay.
pilot in the galaxy.
Okay. It wasn't Darth Vader. Okay, so I was just so this leads me to my comment now, which is
Yeah.
this was a good way to show in the movie that Darth Vader wasn't just a lightsaber wielding Sith. Like
Yeah.
he knew how to get shit done with a TIE fighter.
Oh yeah.
So,
That's true.
Yeah, so I think it was a good way to demonstrate his abilities as a pilot.
That is true. I mean, it was really hard for like the normal TIE pilots to actually maneuver with the limited vision they have with their helmets. Why couldn't they just have like the helmet with the blast shield, right? Like why do you have to have that thing?
It has to be like the skull, like
yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean menacing type of.
But then again, the Death Star Trooper has like the samurai.
Oh yeah, the open face. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
you're
I
right.
mean, like, it's not unprecedented that one of your headpieces is open,
it's space. It's space.
But then again, yeah.
I guess.
Anyways,
the ventilation again. The ventilation in the regular TIE fighter is probably different from like the special one for Darth Vader.
yeah, true. That's true. But yeah, I just want to point that out because Darth Vader had also maybe had limited vision because and he was kind of suffering from his like his overall state. But then again, he has his focus. He's still good. He's still the best. When it comes to like space battles,
The goat.
ship to ship, ship to ship, space battles, as he said in the movie. But okay, so I think that's pretty much it. With regards to that, we'll cut it right here.
Alright.
We'll continue with the I think it's one of the last two episodes of the season.
Oh my
Is it?
gosh, we're gonna end the movie. Oh man, awesome.
Oh yeah, finally. I mean, not finally. I mean, but like finally we're here where it is the
Yeah,
climax
yeah.
of the story, leading from a desert planet of Tatooine, knowing that there's a Dantooine, and then the Death Star itself, Alderaan gone, poof, magic showers in the Death Star, and Obi-Wan just becoming one with the wind, and everything. We've seen a lot, and Yavin 4 and everything, and we're here, and yeah, I
I
just want
guess
to take this
it's
opportunity.
also it's also a good thing to see that the path that Luke has taken and the journey he's gotten to this point
Yeah,
where
true.
it's gonna be he has to make a decision now. Oh, it's not emphasized, but we're gonna see him make this decision
Yeah, true.
in the
True.
next episode.
In the next episode, so watch out for that, guys. All right, so that's pretty much it. So guys, don't forget to follow us on TikTok at Trooper Archives, where we post shorts. Eventually, by this time, we've got new episodes of shorts, YouTube shorts and TikTok shorts. Also, don't forget to like this video. All right, comment down below what you think, and subscribe to Trooper Archives because good soldiers follow orders. All right, I am Gabe.
And this is Ace. Thank you for watching Trooper Archives. Look at the size of that thing.
Where? Move along. Move along.